Hello everyone, this is Starny and today I'm going to talk about Sanji.
It's me!
One of my favorite characters of all time. Now, this video is going to be cringe, so please prepare yourself. Any pussies, get out of here right now. Sanji is a character that's been very dear to me for the past 10 years. I'm sorry, 13 years. Oh god, oh fuck, I'm getting old. So today I want to talk about who he is, what he means to me, and why does he mean so much to me. To start, Sanji is a simp, a male wife, pretty cool actually, kind of a bitch sometimes, a little silly, someone with a way deeper backstory than you would imagine, and the love of my life. So you might think, okay Starny, that's cool and all, but what makes him so special? Well, the truth is, I don't know. If I look at it bluntly, then yeah, he's just a character. He's just a little guy. And while I guess he is cool, why does Sanji specifically have such a grip on me that won't go away? This is going to sound incredibly cringe, okay? So bear with me, please get ready for what I'm about to say. But it was love at first sight. Now, before you click away this video because of how stupid this is, let me tell you a story. When I was 11, I was on Hives. This is basically a Dutch MySpace. And I was role-playing as a Kirby OC, whose name was 90 Starn, by the way, haha, guess where I got my username from. And at this place called Hives, one of my friends told me about this show called One Piece, and they were obsessed with it. So, curious as I was, I looked up some videos of it on YouTube, and lo and behold, there he was. It was this exact picture that I saw of Sanji, and I instantly fell in love. I know it sounds cringe, but it's true. I saw this and my heart fluttered. I instantly wanted to watch this show just for him. Now, you have to know that 11-year-old Starny wasn't that different from the Starny you know right now. I had a new hyperfixation every few months. And my Kirby hyperfixation was kind of fading away. One Piece was right there for me on a silver platter. And so I began to watch it. And I really liked it. Really liked it. And Sanji was even better than I could have imagined. And that's basically the story of how I got introduced to One Piece and how I met Sanji and how I gained this huge hyperfixation. And this hyperfixation, it went outside of just my computer screen. I had to tell everyone around me about this show. All my friends knew about it. And they of course also knew about my huge crush on Sanji.
It's me!
My mom knew all about it. We even watched an episode together and a movie. And while I didn't tell my dad about any specifics, I did tell him I was really into a certain show. I told him it was a very serious show and that it was about war. Like, it's true, I guess, but I was mostly just saying that so he would take my hyperfixation seriously. So my dad, he is a really good cook. And at one point I jokingly said that he was the love cook. And this is a nickname that Sanji has. But what I did not expect is that the Love Cook nickname would stay for the past 13 years. And it's still being said today. So yeah, One Piece was on my mind 24/7. Wherever I was. Whether it was at home or at school or anywhere. I would draw the characters all the time. I wrote lots and lots of fanfics. I made a One Piece OC. I talked about it with friends and my mom. I bought a Wii game just so I could play as my favorite characters. Yeah, I hope this can give you an understanding of just how big this was for me. And Sanji was right there on the top of it all. He was literally the biggest crush and obsession I had had up until that point. And let me tell you, that was a high bar. Mega mind. Alright, so after months of having this huge hyperfixation, of course it must come to an end, as all my hyperfixations do. The slow pacing of One Piece got to me, and I eventually grew bored. And so, right before the time skip, I stopped watching. The hyperfixation was over. Time went on. There were other characters that I got crushes on, other franchises that I would get hyperfixated on. However, none of it matched the highs of Sanji and One Piece. So we're going to cut to years later. It's 2020 and I finally did it. I rewatched all of One Piece and I got up to date with the manga. I was watching it with my boyfriend and it was so much fun to watch together. But what I genuinely did not expect was for my hyperfixation to return. My Sanji arc was back and it was bigger than ever. Now, as you can see, Sanji has definitely done something with me. And while this is going to sound cringe once again, he also brings me a lot of happiness. Watching One Piece with my boyfriend is one of my favorite experiences watching anything. Discussing everything we just saw and laughing together. I will never forget how much fun that was. I even made art again of my old One Piece OC. I still love these art pieces a lot. It also motivated me to start cosplaying again. I always thought Carrot was neat and I finally gathered the courage and motivation to cosplay her. And I have a lot more One Piece cosplay plans ahead of me. Which brings me to the topic of conventions. I've met so many wonderful people thanks to One Piece. I've taken pictures together, talked about our favorite characters, you name it. When you see a fellow One Piece cosplayer and you can talk about what awesome thing happened in the latest chapter, that is just so much fun, man! And you can hype about it together! And every time something like this happened, I would think something extremely cliché. One Piece brings people together. Hey everyone, this is Starny. Thank you so much for watching this video. This was a very personal video for me. It's also the first time I've made something as big as this. And I'm honestly very proud of how it turned out. So thanks again for watching and for embracing my cringe, I suppose. And have a great day. Bye bye!